We know that there are many of you that are dreaming of that idyllic vacation trip to the beauty that is Hawaii. If we aren't enticed by the welcoming people and their culture, we are compelled to make our way to the island state after becoming aware of the beauty of this wonderful place. Well, before you guys head over to Hawaii, we want to make sure you make the most of the wonderful sights and attractions found there. Join us as we take a look at 20 of the best places to visit in Hawaii. Best places to visit on Maui. Number 20, Road to Hana. When people plan that dream vacation to the islands of Aloha, you'd find that a good number of them cannot resist the urge to make their way to Maui, the second largest island in the Hawaiian archipelago. To be honest, who could blame there? There you can fall in love with the beauty of the beaches and wildlife that you can find there, while also being captivated by the rich history and the vibrant festivals found there. Visitors have also found that they fell in love with the Road to Hana, a legendary stretch of highway located on the northeastern coast of Maui. Who could blame them, really? People who happen to travel down the 68-mile-long highway have noted how it gives them the stunning views of the vibrant greenery found in the rainforests in this place. Make sure you travel down this scenic highway in order to get a good view of one of the most beautiful sights in Hawaii. Number 19. Haleakalā National Park. Once you travel down the road to Hana, please waste no time in heading over to the Haleakalā National Park while you are still in Maui. The place is fascinating enough on its own, especially when you consider the fat that is named after the volcano that now lies dormant within its boundaries. Covering an area of about 33,265 acres of land, this wilderness area promises some of the most stunning views of the sunrise and the sunsets. As Sone come to terms with such wonders, they can also take in the breathtaking views of the wildlife there. Green and lush, visitors will be enthralled with the presence of the rare Hawaiian honeycreeper, among other fascinating species found on the island. Also feel free to take part in several of the many outdoor activities available to tourists when they get there. Do not hesitate to visit Kalahaku Overlook or hike up the sliding sands or the Pakauau Trail. You could even take a helicopter tour of the whole island of Maui while you are here. There is tons of fun to be had when you visit the Haleakalā National Park. Number 18. Molokini Crater. Once you are done having all the fun there is to be had at the Haleakalā National Park, we must tell you that no visit to Maui is complete without making your way to the Molokini Crater. Why, well after you take in the unique shape of the crescent-shaped volcanic caldera that is the Molokini Crater, you may find that tourists and locals alike flock there because it is a fantastic site for snorkeling, so much so that it has been noted to be something of a snorkeling paradise. Many cannot help but find themselves enthralled with the abundant marine life found there thanks to the 250 or more species of tropical fish, coral, eagle rays, dolphins, and aquatic wildlife you can imagine. Welcome to all that want to take in the glory of this wonderful place. The Molokini Crater, truly the place to be. Number 17. Wai'anapanapa State Park. Next up, we head over to the Wai'anapanapa State Park so that you can see the many wonders found there for yourself. Apparently, XX means glistening fresh water in the Hawaiian language, and as such, many make their way there to take in the beauty of the steam and sparkling pools found there. As amazing as these bodies of water are, visitors will find that there are many amazing features to take in when they visit the state park. Eager to feast your eyes on the black sand beaches that are surrounded by volcanic rock cliffs? You gotta head over to the Wai'anapanapa State Park, eager to explore some of the most captivating sea caves you can find on the planet? You gotta head over to the Wai'anapanapa State Park. Want to see some of the most unbelievable colonies of seabirds and other sorts of wildlife found on the island? Wai'anapanapa State Park is the place to go. Let's not forget about the awesome blowholes found in the park. Believe us when you say you cannot miss out on the experience of visiting the Wai'anapanapa State Park. Number 16. Lahaina. Let's take a trip to Lahaina, one of the most historically important places found in the islands of Hawaii. For starters, did you guys know that this was the capital of the Kingdom of Hawaii back in the 1800s? Although those glorious days are long gone, many people still make their way there to get a glimpse of history by heading over to one of the 40 or so art galleries found in Lahaina. There you can take in some of the most beautiful paintings and sculptures found on the island. Still itching for a hit of history? Head over to the Baldwin Home Museum. Known to be the oldest house in Lahaina as it was built by the Reverend Ephraim Spalding in the 1830s, this historically significant spot is welcoming to all who want to take that trip to the past. Aside from this, there are many activities for tourists and locals alike to enjoy. If they are not enticed by the beach resorts of Kapalua and Kaanapali, they would love to take part in some of the whale watching to be had there. After all, Lahaina is known to be one of the best places to see whales on the whole island. Add the vibrant nightlife to be enjoyed while you are here, and you may find that Lahaina may be the perfect place for that all-round visit to Hawaii. Best places to visit on Oahu. Number 15. Hanauma Bay. As great as Maui may be, there is no way that anyone can visit Hawaii without making their way to Oahu. Considered to be the most populated island in the Hawaiian archipelago despite being the third largest island, you may find that many make their way to the island because they want to see the beautiful beaches among other tropical landscapes for themselves, as well as the fascinating wildlife that could be found there. As such, it leaves little wonder as many of these visitors make their way to Hanauma Bay. For starters, did you know that Hanauma Bay was popular due to the fact that this is a prime place for those looking to see the beautiful green sea turtles for themselves? As such, you'll find that snorkeling through coral reefs and the crystal clear water found here is one big thrill. Add the allure of the petroglyphs and other archaeological sites that can be found here, and you'll find that Hanauma Bay may be one of the most fascinating places you could visit if you ever made your way to Hawaii. Number 14. Pearl Harbor National Memorial. Thinking back to the harrowing days of World War II, it will make sense for those who visit Oahu to give a moment or two to the 2,300 military officials and civilians that lost their lives when Pearl Harbor was descended upon by the Japanese kamikaze pilots on the 7th of December, 1941. This incident proved to be the catalyst that dragged the U.S. into this global conflict. Many have made their way to this memorial site in a bid to learn more about the impact of this incident on global history while reflecting and remembering those who gave their lives for the preservation of their country. A tour of this historically significant place may leave you feeling more connected to the history of Hawaii and the United States at the same time. Number 13. Diamond Head State Monument. Once we are done paying tribute to the troops and the civilians who fell during the Pearl Harbor attacks of 1941, it may be cleansing for the soul to find your way to the Diamond Head State Monument. A visit to what is considered to be a sacred place and a manifestation to Pele, the sacred living deity of Hawaii's volcanoes. While it is the home of Fort Ruger, the first U.S. military reservation of Hawaii, many people seem to make their way there because they are attracted to the stunning views that the summit of the Diamond Head offers them as it gives them panoramic views of Oahu's shoreline. They may also make their way so that they can experience the 0.8-mile long to the summit for themselves. After all, who wouldn't want to climb up the Diamond Head, a tough cone crater formed by a massive volcanic explosion more than 150,000 years ago? Just make sure you head out there with a good pair of trainers and a ton of water to go with it. With that in mind, you are in for one of the best experiences of your life when you head over to the Diamond Head State Monument. Number 12. Honolulu. There is no way anyone visits Hawaii without making their way to Honolulu. Known as the Big Pineapple, this just happens to be the largest city in all of Hawaii. With Honolulu meaning sheltered harbor or calm port in the Hawaiian language, it makes sense that about 9 to 10 million people make their way to Honolulu every year. That is probably because these people cannot wait to get their fill of the white sandy beaches and azure waters found there. Then again, there may be no better place to experience some of the most appealing aspects of Hawaiian culture. After all, where else will visitors take part in traditional luau's or hula dancing? Then again, it's not all fun and games, as people can get a good dose of the history of this place, as they could either visit the Iolani Palace to learn more about the royal history of the island, or they could visit the 10-story landmark that is the Aloha Tower. Then again, you'd find that many make their way here so that they could take in the natural beauty found here. Again, there is no way you can visit Hawaii without making your way to Honolulu. Number 11. Lanikai Beach. Finally, make sure you find your way to Lanikai Beach if you want to make the most of your visit to the wonderful islands of Hawaii. There you will find some of the most beautiful scenes you could find on the Hawaiian archipelago. After all, this place gives tourists the best views of the Mokulua Islands. Once you get your fill of the stunning views, you may find that you are standing on what is essentially a white sand paradise. As you take in the views of the clear blue waters, you can decide to take part in family-friendly activities such as snorkeling with the kids or kite surfing. There are even windsurfing and kayaking activities for those looking to dip their toes in these clear blue waters. Even at night, one can find themselves occupied by the breathtaking views of the moonrise over the Mokulua Islands. Don't miss out on the wonderful experience of visiting Lanikai Beach. Best places to visit on Kauai number 10, Na Pali Coast. After enjoying the most of what Oahu has to offer, please make your way over to Kauai. Known to the fourth largest of the Hawaiian Islands, this self-styled Garden Isles is considered to be one of the most beautiful islands in the entire Hawaiian archipelago. Just take a look at the stunning views and features of the Na Pali Coast. Considered to be one of the most popular sites to visit on the entire Hawaiian archipelago, the Na Pali Coast is truly a place to see for oneself. No description can do justice to the views of the dramatic cliffs and the imposing valleys that coexist with the stunning beaches found here. As such, there is little wonder as to why people may find themselves attracted to the Na Pali Coast State Wilderness Park, as it gives these visitors the chance to embark on a good number of hiking trails, with the most popular being the Kalalau Trail. If hiking isn't your speed, do not hesitate to take part in one of the many water activities available there. Be it kayaking, snorkeling, or scuba diving, there are a whole host of reasons one may find that a visit to the Na Pali Coast may be one of the best things to do when you find yourself in Hawaii. Number 9. Waimea Canyon. If you are taken by what you find on the Na Pali Coast, you just wait until you find your way to the Waimea Canyon. This is a large 10-mile long and 3,000 feet deep canyon located on the western part of Kauai. Many people cannot help but get a view of the massive canyon and the red oil that it is named for. You'd find that visitors also make their way there because they want to experience the amazing hiking trails for themselves. Once you experience the scenes of nature found here, you may find that you thoroughly enjoy a visit to the Waimea Canyon. Number 8. Wailua Falls. From one beautiful place to another, visitors to the beautiful islands of Hawaii may find that they just have to make their way to the Wailua Falls. Where else on this entire planet are you going to experience the breathtaking scenes of such a double-tiered waterfall? Considered to be one of the most photographed waterfalls on the Hawaiian archipelago, there is little wonder as to why this is such a popular tourist spot. Don't take our word for it. Why don't you hike up there so that you can experience the beauty of the Wailua Falls for yourself? Number 7. Queen's Bath. Speaking of breathtaking waters, there is no way you can leave Kauai without seeing the Queen's Bath. Aptly named as such due to the fact that it was once a bathing spot for the royals of these beautiful islands, Queen's Bath is a beautiful ocean pool that was formed by lava rock. As such, you may find that there is tons of adventure to be found as you hike up there to take a look at the natural beauty found there. As you take a dip into these royal waters, you may even enjoy water activities such as snorkeling. We must state that as you enjoy all the fun to be had here, you must take care as the hike can be slippery and the tides may prove to be high enough to be dangerous. That aside, you just have to experience that dip into the Queen's Bath for yourself. Number 6. Kilauea Point National Wildlife Refuge. Before you leave the beautiful island of Kauai, make sure you make your way to the Kilauea Point National Wildlife Refuge. This is because you will be spoiled with a wide array of the natural beauty found there, as well as the diverse wildlife that calls this place home. It is indeed a refuge to a good number of species. Some of these creatures are the Hawaiian goose, also known as nini, a bird that happened to be the state bird of the Hawaiian Islands, the red-footed booby, the great frigate bird, the Hawaiian monk seals, green sea turtles, and the humpback whale, among other beautiful creatures that call this place home. As beautiful as this place is, its significance seems to be amplified by the fact that it is also home to the Daniel K. Inouye Kilauea Point Lighthouse. This is a historic site that proved to be important in the first trans-Pacific flight from the West Coast to Hawaii. Pretty amazing, right? This is the place to be for those who want to experience the complete beauty of the island of Kauai. Best places to visit on Big Island number 5, Volcanoes National Park. We must say that we're not sure that there is any place quite like Big Island. Also named Hawaii after the island state, this is the largest of all the islands of Hawaii and is indeed the largest island in all of the U.S. Known to be the southeasternmost of the Hawaiian Islands, it seems to be made up of a chain of volcanic islands in the North Pacific Oceans. In fact, it is known to be the home of the world's most active volcano, the Kilauea volcano. This is why many people make their way to the Volcanoes National Park. There, they are guaranteed to get a view of a diverse array of wildlife. Aside from that, they can take a hike so that they could get a better look of the Kilauea caldera and the Mauna Loa volcano, a volcano that is believed to be the largest active volcano in the world. Don't miss out on the amazing scenes to be witnessed in the Volcanoes National Park. Number 4. Pu'uhonua o Honaunau National Historical Park. As amazing as the Volcanoes National Park may be, it may be nothing compared to the sights and wonders that could be witnessed by those who happen to find themselves in the Pu'uhonua o Honaunau National Historical Park. This is because this National Historical Park is a place where one can experience the captivating details of Hawaiian culture and history, while also getting a healthy dose of the beautiful scenes found in such a wonderful place. Apparently, this place was considered to be a refuge for all people, perhaps especially those who made a break from traditional Hawaiian culture. So what we mean is that while tourists can take in the sights found at the Great Wall, a 965-foot-long masonry wall that separates the Pu'uhonua from the royal grounds, you can also take in the views of capital Hawaii. A visit to his amazing place is definitely good for the soul. Number 3. Akaka Falls State Park. Once you are done taking in the sights found in the Pu'uhonua o Honaunau National Historical Park, you may find that you thoroughly enjoy the sights to be found in the Akaka Falls State Park. There, you can actually take in the wonders of the Akaka Falls, a 442-foot waterfall that enthralls all those who watch its waters make its way to the gorge. While they also enjoy the Kahuna Falls, a smaller 100-foot waterfall, they can also take in the beauty of the green rainforests surrounding the falls. You could also take part in some bird watching while making your way to the Hawaiian Tropical Botanical Garden. You truly cannot miss out on the beauty of this wonderful place. Number 2. Hawaii Tropical Botanical Garden. Speaking of the Hawaiian Tropical Botanical Garden, this is truly one of the most wonderful spots you can visit when you find yourself in the Hawaiian Islands. After enjoying the mile-long loop trail that makes its way through the waterfalls that we previously mentioned, you'd find that visitors to this beautiful garden will be captivated by the many rare and endangered plants that could be found on the planet. Also take in the views of the ocean thanks to the 500-foot boardwalk found there. As you take in the views of the coastline, also make sure you make the most of the visit so that you can get a look at the Waimea Arch. This is truly an enriching place for all to visit. Number 1. Mauna Kea Summit. Finally, there is no way you guys can go home without making your way to the Mauna Kea Summit. Apparently, this is the site of Mauna Kea, the highest mountain planet. One of the best things about this place is that it is considered to be a sacred place by native Hawaiians. Maybe it is because it is known to be the region of the gods by these people. As such, if you feel you are worthy of being among the gods of the Hawaiian pantheon, feel free to hike up this summit so that you can witness the sights that are only fit for the gods. For example, this summit is believed to be one of the best places for astronomical observation. Its high elevation, still atmosphere, and calm airflow makes it one of the best places from which one can look into the stars. This fact is confirmed by the fact that it is home to Mauna Kea Observatory, the world's largest observatory. As such, many of these people that make their way here can even get a look at celestial beings and galaxies such as our Milky Way. Surely you guys can see that there is a galactic experience to be had by those who visit the Mauna Kea summit.